This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
And he's going to get that base hit. Landon Donner is going to round third. They're going to send him, and the throw's coming in. It's not going to be in time, and he slides in head first for the win. Now, looks to be that one's hit well to left field, and it might have a chance, and it is gone. It is a two-run home run for Andy Mock. And the Stars are on the board. It's 2-0.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome now back to the Birdcage here at Sioux Falls Stadium in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And we are getting ready for what could potentially be, up to this point, the game of the tournament. It features the only two teams in the tournament who have yet to suffer a loss. The Renner Royals got here with wins on opening day over De Pere by the score of 4-1. On Thursday, the Renner Royals would pick up a 2-0 win over the West Fargo Patriots, and then that would advance them into today's game against the Fargo Post 400 Stars, who picked up a 1-0 win over Hopkins on the opening day. And then the Stars would have a game that started last night and ended this morning, and it would take 8 innings to finish it, and the Stars would knock off Sioux Falls East 6-5, and Sioux Falls East, to the unfortunate of the Sioux Falls East faithful, were eliminated in the game right before this one in a 6-1 loss to De Pere, the champions from the state of Wisconsin. So we have a couple of unbeatens here, and that will change after this game goes final in about an hour, 2 hours from now. And we'll turn it over to our PA announcer and the mic down on the field here for our Legion code.
All right, guys, you having fun yet? All right. Thanks again. I know Dan said it the other night. Thanks for playing Legion baseball. A lot of choices, but thanks for being here. Repeat after me. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Good luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, will you please stand and face the flag for our national anthem?
All right, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. Make an adjustment to our camera here as it seems to be a little off.
Home team Renner.
There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe not.
Left field, number 8, Zachary Riddle. Center field, number 12, Reese Arbogast. Right fielder, number 47, Emmanuel Struck. At third base, number 14, Harrison Buter.
All right, that should work, I think. Now we're level. Taking a look at your starting lineups here for Fargo Post 400, who will be on the visiting side of the scoreboard. Their batting lineup will look like this. Top of the order is right fielder Oliver Luck, shortstop Easton Rarick, and second baseman Kobe Sen. Middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is center fielder Colton Almy, first baseman Andrew Mock, and Randy Mock, I should say, and catcher Tate Gustafson. And then the bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is Eli Mock, third baseman, designated hitter Jackson Byswinger, and then the left fielder Ethan Claus. The starting pitcher not batting will be the right-handed pitcher Caden Graff for the Post 400 Stars. And for the Renner Royals, the lineup will go like this. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3, is left fielder Zach Riddle, shortstop Aspen Dahl, and second baseman Andrew Moen. The middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6, will be the first baseman Dalton Garbers, the center fielder Reese Arbogast, and the catcher Tegan Schlimgin. I think I got it from yesterday. And then bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, designated hitter Zach Evers, third baseman Harrison Hooners, and right fielder Emmanuel Struck. And I think I have him in my. He goes in my as the nickname I was told by Manny Struck. So we'll go with Manny Struck. And then not batting, but your starting pitcher for Renner will be the right-hander Samuel Stukel, or we'll call him Sam, as the Renner faithful have told me to refer to him by. And that'll be Sam Stukel on the mound. We're getting ready to warm up here. And once again, he'll face off against Oliver Luck, Easton Rarick, Kobe Sen to start the top half of the first inning. I want to say thanks to our sponsors, including mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Healing Touch Chiropractic, the Ball Yard in Fargo, and ProMark Services in West Fargo for being proud supporters of the Patriots and Stars here on Magnitude Sports at the Central Plains Regional Tournament. And unfortunately for the West Fargo fans, their Patriots would get eliminated today as they would fall in a tough loss 5-3 to the Hopkins Flyers. And congratulations to the Flyers for staying alive for at least one more game. They will potentially play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Now, and then De Pere, who picked up a 6-1 win over Sioux Falls East in the game right before this, will potentially play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And the reason why I say potentially is they are potentially going to avoid any potential rematches. Let's put it that way. So the times may change on those games, so we haven't updated anything on our website. So since we don't really know what the outcome of this game will be until maybe the next hour and 40-ish minutes approximately. This game originally scheduled to start at 7 o'clock, but they pushed it ahead in an effort to avoid a severe weather threat that is expected later this evening. And, well, for those who watched last night, you know how that turned out. The game was suspended, and we had to resume it at 9 o'clock this morning. And the Post 400 Stars would pick up a 6-5 win over Sioux Falls East, handing Sioux Falls East their first loss of the tournament. And that one took 8 innings to complete. And now, stepping up to the plate here to start the first inning of play will be Oliver Luck. And the first pitch comes across at 5:32 p.m., and it's good for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Oliver Luck. So once again, Luck, Easton Rarick, and Colby Sen will be the first 3 batters faced here. And now that one's going to be chopped towards first. And a little underhand scoop. And he dropped the ball, and he's going to be safe. So Oliver Luck is going to reach on an error. And that's how this game will start out. So now Easton Rarick, with the runner on, will walk up to the Backstreet Boys, and during the regular season, that's not his normal walk-up song, so. And they'll try the pickoff there at first on a Luck, and no success on that one. Well, we saw the Renner Royals yesterday really jam up the West Fargo Patriots as another plane goes over the field here. At least we believe it's a plane. And that plane is far enough away. That was the quickest plane of all the planes through the tournament to get away from our microphones that quick. So once again, no balls and a strike here to Easton Rarick. And the pitch is going to be in for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Once again, it's Sam Stukel on the mound. We'll go around the bases here right about now. Behind the plate is Tegan Schlimgin. And then around the bases, you got Dalton Garbers at first, Andy Moen at second, Aspen Dahl at shortstop, and Harry Hooners at third. In the outfield is Zach Riddle in left, Manny Struck in right, and Reese Arbogast will be in straightaway center field. And Reese started on the mound yesterday against West Fargo for Renner. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Here to the batter, Easton Rarick. On deck is Colby Sen. Runner on is Oliver Luck with nobody out here in the top half of the first. Once again, Luck reach on an error. And that one is going to be popped up and fouled away. And that one came right to the left of our broadcast station, or right to the right of our broadcast station, I should say. And we have another plane or whatever it is. Coming over the field here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on first is Oliver Luck, and that will be a swing and a miss there for, or no, he will swing and miss. Wasn't sure if he maybe fouled it at the plate, but it's going to go into the books as a strikeout. Puts 1 away, runner on first, and Colby Sen steps up to the plate. 4 minutes into the ball game now. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0 here to Colby Sen. Colby Sen, an equal opportunity outfield hitter. He has about 5 to 8 hits to left, 5 to 8 hits to center, and 5 to 8 hits to right. So here on the season here on Magnitude Sports. And that pitch is a little high for a ball, and it's 2-0 now here to Colby Sen. Sam Stukel will now deliver pitch number 10 on the evening. Or the early evening, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. And the runner goes. Now get away, and Luck will get to second with no challenge. And it'll be ball 3 to Colby Sen. He took off prior to the pitch, so it'll go into the books as a stolen base and not an advancement on a pass ball. And 3 balls and no strikes. Stukel sets on the mound, glances at second, winds and delivers. Got it in there for a strike, 3-1. And the windup and the 3-1 delivery is in for strike 2, and it's a full count here to Kobe Sen. Colton Almy is on deck, depending on what happens here on this next pitch with Sen. And now that I've said that, he'll probably foul it off and face 2 pitches. We'll see. Once again, Oliver Lucht in scoring position here with 1 out, and stepping off is Stukel. They'll force Lucht to touch up on the second base bag, and Kobe Sen will wait another few seconds here to face the payoff pitch at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that one is line foul, and just like I said, he'll foul it off into the Stars dugout there, and it'll remain a 3 balls, 2 strike count here to Kobe Sen. The winner of this one will potentially play at 4 o'clock tomorrow, depending on who that winner is. And the pitch, and the payoff, and that's sent to left field, and it's caught there by Zach Riddle for the out, and that's 2 away, and that'll bring up Colton Almy. And a shout out to Colton's dad. This morning, when we were expecting to have a game at 9 o'clock, but the field wasn't ready, he was like, hey, do you want me to go get you some breakfast? And he did, so much appreciated. It was enough to fuel us through that morning game, that's for sure. Pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0 here now to the batter, Colton Almy. And a strike comes in to even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. So if Renner wins this game, or no, let's put it this way. If the Stars win this game, they'll play at 4 o'clock tomorrow against De Pere. If the Stars lose this game, they'll play it either at 1 or 4 o'clock against De Pere. And the reason why I say that is because the Stars have already played Hopkins. And according to the notes on the brackets, the tournament director will do everything possible to avoid any potential rematch unless it's the only option available. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away, and the pitch is fouled off once again. So a couple of fouled away pitches. Pitch number 5 coming up for the at-bat here for Colton Almy. Andy Mock on deck should Almy reach base. Almost 10 minutes into the ball game now. And Stukel will wind and deliver. That one's sent to left field, and will it stay fair is the question. It will not. It will bounce foul. And we'll do it again at 1-2. A nice rip there by Almy, though. And had he waited a split second, that would have been fair down the third base line, and it'd be 1-0 right now in favor of the Stars. We'll see if he gets another pitch that he likes. As Stukel is set, glance at second. Glance at second a second time and deliver. Outside for a ball. They'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. And that pitch will just miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count is full. Once again, the runner on is Oliver Luck on second base. He's been there for a couple of batters now. Andy Mock on deck if Almy can reach base. And the pitch. Hit to left, past the third baseman. Rounding third here is Oliver Luck. The throw's going to come in. He slides in. He's safe. And the Stars are up 1-0. It'll be an RBI double for Colton Almy to left field. That was a Colts play at home, too. And that brings up Andy Mock as Almy and Luck will trade places.
Andrew Mott coming to the dish.
So one run on 1 hit on 1 Royals error so far here, and the Stars have the 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. 11 minutes into the game. That's a lot of ones on the scoreboard right now. And the pitch, and Mock will send it up and foul. And here's the delivery, and it's outside for a ball. And after the fouled away pitch by Mock, it's now 1-1. Once again, runner on is Colton Almy. Got there in an RBI double, score the first run of the game, and Andy Mock will try and send him in here on this at bat if possible. But we'll see what Stukel has in his arsenal here, and he gets a pitch to the outside for strike 2. Fouled away, ball and a strike throw, and it's 1-2 now here to Andy Mock. Tate Gustafson on deck if Mock can reach base. Once again, wherever you're watching from, if you're watching from the Fargo, West Fargo area, or if you're watching from the Renner area, we encourage you to chime in on our chat and cheer on your team. Give the video a like if you're still with us at this point. Subscribe to the channel too while you're at it. We'd certainly appreciate that. 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to the batter Andy Mock. As Stukel will deliver, and Andy Mock up the middle and to first. Out at first, and that will strand Almy on base. Then it'll bring up Zach Riddle, Aspinall, and Andy Moen. Batters 1, 2, and 3 in the bottom of the first with the Royals up to bat and a chance to respond. We'll be back in a moment. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, let's look at Jacob Top on the mound here for, oh wait, I'm sorry, wrong pitcher. It is actually Caden Graff on the mound. So Caden Graff will get the start here against Renner for the Stars, and he'll face off against Zach Riddle, Aspen Dahl, and Andy Moen, which will be the top of the order here for Renner as we go to the bottom of the first. First pitch hits the outside edge for a strike. Riddle 0 for 2 in the tournament here on Magnitude, and the games played on Magnitude. That doesn't include the games not played on Magnitude. He would fly out to left and ground out to third on his on the 2 trips to the plate here against the West Fargo Patriots earlier in this tournament that we had for you here on Magnitude Sports. And this one's going to be popped up. Left field, going to be a chance there for Ethan Claus, and he makes the grab. Claus puts one down here for Renner, and I'll bring up Aspen Dahl.
Coming to the plate for the shortstop number 20, Aspen Dahl.
So Graff will wind up and deliver, and this is a chopper foul down the third base side for a strike. And it's 0-1. 0-1. And the 0-1 is into the dirt, and they put it up as a ball on the scoreboard, but it was a fouled away pitch, so it's 1-1 now. As they promise, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one hit into left field for a hit. A 3-hopper that Claus will swallow up and fire back in. It's good for a single here for Aspen Dahl. And he'll be the first runner on base here for Renner. That brings up Andy Moen now.
At pitch, the second baseman number 2, Andrew Moen.
And the pitch is low and in for a ball, 1-0. Moen in the game against the West Fargo Patriots was 1 for 2. Had a hit to center field, and he grounded out to third base in that game. Once again, the runner on is Aspen Dahl for the Renner Royals, and that pitch will just miss for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to number 2, Andy Moen. And the 2-0. That one sent to center field. Colton Almy is there, and he'll make the grab. That's 2 away. So Andy Moen retired. That bring up Dalton Garbers now here for Renner. And the pitch, runner goes, throw up to second, could be close. No, I believe he's safe. And he is. That was a close one. Dahl got there just in the nick of time. He'll get credit for the stolen base, and that puts a runner in scoring position here for the Royals with 2 away. Pitch comes across to Garbers for a strike. Garbers, excuse me. He got the first and last name mixed up there. 0-1. Or nothing in, yeah, it should be 0-1, not 0-2. Now it's 0-2. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error, and 1 left on base for post 400 in the top half of that first. Graff will set and deliver. Got in there for a strikeout. And that ends the Royals' appearance here in the bottom of the first. And it's 1-0 on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard in favor of the Stars. And they come up to bat in the second with 6, 7, and 8. Gustafson, Mock, Eli, and Beiswinger after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. Top of the second inning here, 1-0 in favor of the post 400 Stars over the Renner Royals. And there's a good look at Sam Stukel on the mound for Renner. Once again, around the bases here for Renner, you got Garbers at first, Moen at second, Dahl the shortstop, Hooners at third, and Schlimgen, the catcher. In the outfield, you have Riddle in left, Struck in right, and Arbogast in straightaway center field. Excuse me, I got the hiccups here. Stukel will face off against Gustafson, Eli Mock, and Jackson Beiswinger here to start the top half of the second inning. And that first pitch to Gustafson is up high for a ball. It's 1-0. And outside, 2-0. And that one will hit the edge. That was a nice pitch there by Stukel. It was almost on the outside for ball 3, but he was able to paint that outer edge of the plate. Get it in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Now he winds up with the 2-1 deal, and that one's sent to left and foul. As the youngsters there will chase after it. Wow, he really sent that one into the concession area if they're going down the stairs there to get it. So fouled away for 2-2. This one up the middle, and it's going to be close. And he'll throw him out. It's a 6-3 ground out for Gustafson. A little more speed, and he may have been able to run that one out there, but he'll go into the books as out number 1. And now Eli Mock will have a chance to step up to the plate and try his luck here against Stukel. So once again, no runners on and 1 out now here for Eli Mock. Jackson Beiswinger, the runner on base, and Mock will send it foul into the stands and out of play. It'll bounce right about there. Looks like he'll keep it. Or no, he just gave it to a youngster to maybe get a few bucks off that one. Pop out to right here, and the catch is made there by Struck. So 2 away here for the Stars now in the top of the second, and it'll be up to Jackson Beiswinger to try and keep their inning going here for the post 400 Stars.
Designated hitter number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
Beiswinger, left, center, right center, but is avoided right field for most of this season. Unless you consider right center, right field, which it would in theory, but as far as a true right field hit, he has not gone there this year. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Beiswinger. And the 1-1 delivery. That one's sent off, foul. Once again, not sure where it went. It's somewhere in that general area. I can tell you that much for sure. And this one will get past the shortstop. Aspinall died for it, and it'll be a 2-out single here for Beiswinger, bringing up Ethan Claus.
Now batting left fielder number 15, Ethan Claus.
And once again, I'm confident enough to say that Justin Bieber song is not his normal walk-up song, but we'll see how he does with that walk-up song here against Stukal. And he'll bunt it down the third base line, and he'll dribble foul. Good for strike 1. It was a nice bunt had it stayed fair. He might have even gotten a single out of that one. With 2 outs, we'll see if he squares up again or not. Third baseman not playing up, he might square up. And they'll try and pick off the runner at first. And that's Beiswinger on first. Two away, runner on, and no balls, 1 strike. And now it's up high for 1-1. .27 minutes into the ball game, and the 1-1 pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. If Claus can reach base, we'll see Oliver Luck again, and that will flip it back to the top of the order here for the Post 400 Stars. As Stukal sets on the plate, on the mound I should say, and delivers and missed outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Once again, runner on is Beiswinger on first. And Stukal now with 40 pitches, according to my numbers, 27 strikes, 13 balls. And they'll try the pickoff again on Beiswinger at first. Not going to happen that time. And a swing and a miss, and Claus goes down on strikes. And that ends the inning here for the Stars. It remains 1-0 on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. They do get a hit in the inning, no errors, and they leave nobody checked that. Yeah, 1 on base for a total of 2 on base in the game. We'll be back after this here on Magnitude.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. We head into the bottom of the second here. 1-0 lead for the Stars on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Once again, Caden Graff warming up on the plate, or on the mound, I should say, and stepping up to the plate will be batters 5, 6, and 7, Reese Arbogast, Tegan Schlimgin, and Zach Evers. will be the batters that Graff will see for sure. And now we'll zoom out since that batter stepped up to the plate. And we're in the bottom of the second. And the pitch from Graff, and it will drop in for ball one. Reese Arbogast, once again, the batter. The windup in the delivery, and this one line foul down the third base line, and that's good for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch coming across the plate at 72 miles per hour off the arm of Caden Graff there. I don't know if we went around the bases or not for the Stars in the bottom of the first, so we'll do that here in the bottom of the second. Andy Mock at first, Kobe Sen at second, Easton Rarick at short, Eli Mock at third, Tate Gustafson behind the plate, Caden Graff pitching, and then once again in the outfield here for the Stars, Ethan Claus in left, Oliver Luck in right, straightaway center features Colton Almy. There's a little delay in the action there as Kobe Sen, the second baseman for the Stars, had to get something from the dugout. I don't know if it was an adjustment on his glove or what the deal was, but that pitch will break outside for ball 2. That's a 2-1 count here now to the batter Reese Arbogast. Tegan Schlimgen and Zach Evers up to bat. This one to left, and it was caught, I believe. Yes, it was. So that's 1 out here for Renner.
At the dish, catcher number 6, Tegan Schlimgen.
Tegan Schlimgen will try his luck here against Caden Graff and the Stars. Stars leading 1-0. They scored that run in the top half of the first. That's been the only scoring so far. Here's the pitch, and did he paint the inside corner? He did not, and it's a ball, 1-0. And the pitch. Got the edge, strike 1. Nice job there by Caden Graff to deliver that strike across the plate past Schlingen. Once again, Evers is on deck. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. On a fly out to deep left. And this one is a 2-hopper. Easton Rarick picks it up. Fires it over to first. Got it there in time. 6-3 ground out. That'll bring up Zach Evers.
Designated hitter number 48, Zachary Evers.
And that one will hit him. Or maybe it didn't hit him. Sure looked like it hit him. It's ball 1, I guess. Ball, no strikes here to Evers. Nobody on base, 2 away. And the pitch. And that one's inside and low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. And Graff has almost hit him twice now. And this one fouled down the third base line. 2 balls and a strike to count now here to Evers. And the 2-1, a little hopper towards Easton Rarick. He'll pick it up. Fire it over, it's there in time, and the Renner Royals are retired here in the bottom of the second inning. on a 6-3 ground out. That'll bring us to the top of the third. And due up for the Stars is the top of the order. Oliver Luck, Easton Rarick, Colby Sen. When we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Top of the third inning here. The Stars holding on to a 1-0 lead that they scored in the top of the first. Oliver Luck would be the person coming across the plate thanks to the bat of Colton Alme, who drove in the RBI double back in that first inning. And it'll be Oliver Luck who leads things off here for the Stars in the top half of the third. So 2 innings of play, and the Stars have batted their whole lineup. And we'll see how they do over the next 2 innings here. Oliver Luck reached on an error last time he was at the plate. And that pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Oliver Luck. Once again, Easton Rarick, Colby Sen. The next 2 batters that we'll see for sure here in this inning on the top half of the third. It's 37 minutes into the ball game now. Here, Stucco winds up on the 1-0, and he delivers it inside for 2 balls and no strikes. Stucco on 43 pitches now. 28 of them have been strikes, according to my numbers. My numbers are always unofficial. And the 2-0 delivery. Got it in there for a strike. It was a low knee level strike there, but he got it in there at the basement of the strike zone, and it's good for 2-1. 2-1, not 2-2. And now it's 2-2. So strike looking and a strike swinging. And Stucco has evened up the count at 2 apiece. And this one hit to right field, and making the catch there is Struck for the out. So 1 away here as Luck flies out this time around, and Easton Rarick will step up to the plate. And that pitch will miss for a ball. Rarick struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And the 1-0 delivery. That one sent towards left field and racing after it. And I don't know if he made the catch or not. It was just out of my view there. Still waiting on the signal from the ump, and it looks like the ball, it'll land for a strike, so it's fouled away. Oh, no, he did make the catch, so. Okay, never mind. Rewind. Easton Rarick, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even the PA announcer wasn't sure what happened. Well, as you heard the PA announcer say, Colby Sen is the batter on deck here with 1 away. We'll see him for sure this inning here, regardless of what happens with Rarick. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on down the first base line, bobbled a little bit, a race to the bag, and Garbers gets there first. And it's a direct ground out to first for Rarick, and now Colby Sen can step up to the plate.
And now it's number 10, Colby Sen.
Fly out to left into the glove of Zach Riddle last time Kobe's son was at the plate. And this one is right up the middle. It's a diamond cutter for a single. And it's another hit for the Stars.
Coming to play, center fielder number 16, Colton Halmy.
And not only is it another hit, but it's another 2-out hit for the Stars, and that seems to be a theme here in this tournament. Third hit of the game for the Stars. We'll see if Colton Almy can set his team up for another run. Last time he was up, he would hit an RBI double. That would score Oliver Lucht to make the score what it is now at 1-0. Sen with a slight lead off on first there. Stuka will get the count, check over his shoulder, deliver the pitch high and inside. And that's going to be close. He should be safe. No, he's out. Kobe Sen sliding feet first, gets caught stealing at second. On a nice throw there by Schlimgen, and that ends the inning. It remains 1-0 in favor of the Stars. And the Royals up to bat when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, it's Harry Hooners at the plate here for the Renner Royals. And Graff winds up, delivers in for strike one. In a 1-0 game here for the Post 400 Stars on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. As Graff winds up and delivers again. And this one up the middle, bounced off the glove. Kobe Sen, can he recover? Fires it over, he does. 4-3. Maybe you could go 1-4-3 if you wanted to, but we'll go with 4-3 on that ground out. As Kobe Sen had to switch directions, and he was alert to what was happening, and nice job there by Kobe Sen to not misjudge where that ball was going. And as a result of that intelligent play, they were able to get the out. And that'll bring up Manny Struck now. This is his first plate appearance of this particular game here. And Graff will deliver right down the middle for a strike. Nice pitch there by Caden Graff. Zach Riddle is the batter on deck. We'll see him for sure this inning. And the 0-1. And that one will drop in below the knees, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And strike 2 there as Graff's curveball hit the edge. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Graff will deliver. And that's a fastball right down the middle and hit into left field. And diving for the catch, he made it! Ethan Claus with the catch in left field on the dive. And that's 2 away. Outstanding play by Ethan Claus in left field.
Coming to the plate, left fielder number 8, Zachary Riddle.
That play happens 10 times. The outfielder catches it twice. And that was one of those 2 times right there. Zach Riddle now at the plate. And that pitch will pop away for ball 1. Riddle also flied out to Ethan Claus on his last trip to the plate as the Renner Royals here in the bottom of the 3rd return to the top of the order for the first time in the game. And this time it's with 2 away. And Graff will deliver outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. He'll miss again. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes, and Graff will more than likely take advantage of the free strike opportunity here, so he'll probably send this one right down the middle. And he does. Well, maybe not right down the middle, but he got the strike he was looking for. And now it's 3-1. And the pitch off towards Rarick again. And the throw to first is not in time. He slips as he rounds first, and he'll get into second, and that'll be an error on the Stars. It'll be an error charge, I believe, to Rarick, the shortstop. Let's see if they charge. Yep, they do charge as an error, as the throw wasn't quite on the mark there from Rarick. And in the last couple months, you don't see Rarick make that mistake too often. Stars will just have to shake that one off here. Once again, they have 2 outs. And now they'll try and deal with Aspen Dahl. He singled down third base, and now the throw over to first is in time this time. And that error will not hurt him this time around, as Dahl will ground out on the 5-3. That'll strand a runner on base, and that'll bring us to the top of the 4th. And due up is 4, 5, and 6. Colton Almy, Andy Mock, Tate Gustafson, and Stucco will toss pitch 51 when we return after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error committed. The Royals have also committed an error, and both teams have left 2 on base here through 3 innings of play, and now it'll be Colton Almy to start things off here in the top of the 4th for the Post 400 Stars, leading 1-0 here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. And Stucco with pitch 51 is outside for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Colton Almy, who doubled to left field, and that was the double that would score the run that the Stars have on the board right now. It would score Oliver Lucht. This time, right towards first. It gets by the first baseman. He's on base. We'll see if they charge that as a hit or an error, and they charge it as an error. So take the hit off the board and put the error on instead. Pitch comes across as a strike here for Andy Mock, and it's 0, and Andy was 0 for 1 as he would ground out on a grounder back to Stukel last time he was at the plate. And another hit into left field. So 2 runners on here as Andy Mock gets a single to left, and that moves Colton Almy up to second, brings up Tate Gustafson. Mark, Diamond Dallas Page and the Diamond Cutter, yes. I do remember seeing that in my younger years, watching some wrestling. And I'm sorry I didn't see that comment earlier when that play actually happened. So, actually, I'm going to give credit where credit's due, as the pitch comes in for a ball. I picked up that phrase from my friend Josh in Kindred, who likes to use that phrase over the PA announcer when he does the PA announcing, that is. And he challenged me once to use that diamond cutter phrase in a basketball game, and I successfully did it. It was a girls' basketball game between the Kindred Vikings and the Fargo Davies Eagles. So, Mark, if you go back on our on-demand and find that matchup for girls' basketball, you can sort it by sport, go into basketball, and find Fargo Davies versus Kindred, and I think it was somewhere late in the first half where I used that phrase. So, not saying you have to do it right now, but maybe later this evening or something. And the pitch, and that one's up high, and it's a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike now here to the batter, Tate Gustafson. Once again, Gustafson grounded out to the shortstop last time he was at the plate on a 6-3. 2 runners on, Colton Almy on second, Andy Mock on first here, and a 1-0 lead for the Stars in the top half of the 4th, looking for more with nobody out. And now they'll try and pick off Almy on second. No success on that attempt. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count moves to 2-2. Eli Mock is the batter on deck. We saw him go deep to left, not quite deep enough to get it over the wall, but the outfielder was standing right at the wall when he made the catch. He is on deck. That was in the game this morning against Sioux Falls, the one that started last night at 7 and finished this morning around 11 o'clock. Swing and a miss there for Gustafson. That records the first out of the inning here for the Post 400 Stars. And now Eli Mock, who flied out to Manny Struck in right field last time he was at the plate, will try and not repeat that performance here this time around. And this one fouled back, and it seriously hit the frame of our press box window on the right side of your viewing screen. Update from the tournament in Wisconsin. Wapton leads Antigo, if I'm saying that correctly, 5-4. It's in the top of the 6th, and that game is currently in a rain delay. Thanks, Greg, for that information. Keep those scores coming to us if you're able to. We'd appreciate that. We'll pass them along as they come into us. No balls and 1 strike, because I know we have I would assume that we have some people interested in that game watching right now. Stukel now at 61 pitches here as the 0-2 count goes outside for a ball, 1-2. And that one is fouled away, and once again, almost to the stairway that leads to our press box. So That's the third one today that has just missed the open window in our press box. And as I was mentioning, if you weren't watching in that first game, it showed up on my Facebook feed yesterday. So as of yesterday, 4 years ago, I had a picture of a foul ball that just missed me and my equipment and smashed up a faceplate, as this one's going to left, for an Ethernet jack in the press box. And that was actually down in Wahpeton at John Randall Field. So that was 4 years ago today. Now, in that 4 years, they have torn down that press box and built a new one. So I'm guessing that smashed up faceplate for the Ethernet jack is no longer there. I'm guessing they've gotten that replaced. So, but I do remember about a few months after, about a year or so after that incident, I went down to John Randall Field for a game, and it was still there and it was still cracked. So that was kind of cool to see. Fouled away here, and it's no balls and a strike. Jackson Beiswinger, the batter, 1-for-1 with a single past the shortstop into left center field. And now the Renner fans, are clapping there because Stuckel's got an 0-2 count on Beiswinger. And if I mix that up, I apologize because they have the same color uniforms almost. And that pitch will miss outside for a ball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to Beiswinger. Runners on, Andy Mock on first, Colton Almy on second, and a 1-0 lead with 2 away here in the top of the fourth. A base hit could potentially put another run on the board here for the Stars. We'll see if Beiswinger can get it. And he'll tip it foul, and that'll go into the books as strike 3, and a foul tip caught. And that'll end the inning. So they'll strand 2 on base, and it remains 1-0 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Royals will bring up Andy Moen, Dalton Garbers, and Reese Arbogast. That is 3, 4, and 5 after the break.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, Mark, I'm going to send you a link in the chat. If I have time later, I will try and find the specific time mark in that game. But you can find out how I put the word diamond cutter into a basketball game by visiting the link that I just shared with you in the chat. Don't have to do it now, but it's in the chat. You can go to it at your convenience. So pulled it up from our archives list on the website. First pitch a ball, second pitch a strike to the batter Andy Moen, 0-for-1. Fly out to center field to Colton Almy last time he was at the plate. Pitch will float outside for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike now here. And the 2-1. And that one is popped up. Mark, to help you find it quicker, Kindred was going to the basket on the left side of your screen. I'm not sure if that was in the first or second half of that game. But whenever Kindred's going to the left side of the screen, that's when the incident occurred. So that'll help narrow it down to at least one half of basketball for you. 3 balls and 2 strikes now here to Andy Mullen. And Mullen will pop that one up. Chasing after it, there's Andy Mock, and I don't know if he made the catch or not. No, he did not. It was right behind where our camera couldn't get to it.
Ball, take it up to Sweet 8 for your $1 reward.
So going to the books is a fouled away pitch here, and Mullen will stay alive for at least one more. I have Caden Graff down for 40 pitches. So he's averaging about 10 pitches an inning right now. But right now there's nobody out, so he might have a few more here in this particular inning. And that average will go up, and Mullen will get hit. They'll bring up Dalton Garber. So a runner on has reached the 1 hour, 1 minute mark of the ball game.
Now batting, Dalton Garber.
I have no thumbs up or thumbs down preference on that song. I know my cousin Travis hates that song. And I'm guessing YouTube has mutual feelings with my cousin. That one lifted up high, and that one's going to left field, left center, and the catch is made there by Colton Almy for the first out. Colton Almy coming over from center field to left center to make that catch.
Now batting center fielder number 12, Reese Arbogast.
And Reese Arbogast, last time he was at the plate, he line drived one into the corner where Ethan Claus would run over and make the grab. It was a great play by the left fielder Claus for the Stars. And he's going to go to left field again, and Claus is going to have another chance to put one out, and he'll make the catch, and that's 2 down now here for Renner. So that's 2 flyouts to Claus now.
Now batting number 6,
for Arbogast. And Tegan Schlemigan steps up to the plate. And that one's going up high. Center field this time. Charging in is Colton Almy, and it'll actually be Oliver Luck who makes the grab. And the Stars retire Renner here in the bottom half of the 4th. And it remains 1-0 with the Stars coming up to bat next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. 1-0 lead here for the Stars. That run in the first inning so far is held up. They have a total of 4 hits now. We'll add 1 to the chart there. And also 1 hit for Renner. So now what you see on your screen is accurate. And this inning here, Sam Stukel will face off against Ethan Claus, who steps up to the plate right now. You also see the top 2 batters of the order, Oliver Luck and Easton Ware, because it's batters 9, 1, and 2 here to start the top half of the 5th. And the pitch is going to be a bunt down the third base line, charging in, firing over, and out. Nice run there by Hooners, as they probably were not expecting that. Hooners able to speed up to that bunt and toss him out on a 5-3 ground out. And that's out number 1. Now we'll return to the top of the order here. Oliver Luck, the batter for the Post 400 Stars. Stars trying to catch Renner off guard there, trying to get a free single, but they did not cash in on that opportunity there. It was a nice plan, but it was also a nice defensive play there by Renner. Locked out for 2, reached on an error, flying out to Struck in right field. Takes the pitch to the outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now here to Oliver Luck. And that pitch will miss to the outside, and it's ball 3. So either a free base or a free strike. Free base for Luck or a free strike for Stukel coming up here. Here in the top of the 5th. 1 out, and the pitch in for a strike. Luck thought it was a walk, but he'll have to face at least 1 more pitch, if not 2, or 3, or 4. Just be honest. And a strikeout. Or no, I'm sorry, it's just a strike 2. Got a pitch ahead of myself here. But we'll see if Stukel can record that K here. And he will not, at least, but he will probably get the out, and that will be a 4-3 ground out. 2 up, 2 down, and now it's Easton Rarick's turn to keep the inning going here for the Stars. And the pitch. Rarick fires it off towards left field, and making the grab there is Zach Riddle, and that retires the Stars here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll go to the break, and due up here for the Renner Royals in the bottom half of the 5th will be batters 7, 8, and 9. It'll be Evers, Hooners, and Struck when we return after this.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. I have Caden Graff for 44 pitches unofficially. So the way that this tournament has been going and the way that my pitch count reader has been going all season, you can probably add about 3 or 4 pitches to that. We'll say he's at approximately 47. But I got him down for 44. 28 strikes, 16 balls according to my numbers. And it's the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. Evers, Hooners, and Struck due up for the Renner Royals here in the bottom half of 5. Graff winds up and delivers, and he'll hit him. And Evers reaches base on the first pitch of the inning. That brings up Harry Hooners, who grounded out to Kobe Sen, the second baseman, last time he was at the plate on a 4-3. So runner on here for Royals. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner at first. And coming in for Evers will be Sam Stukel. Not sure if he's a courtesy or a pinch. I would presume a courtesy. Now the coach is going to come and we'll find out here in a second. So courtesy runner. Usually the umpire gives him more seeable C shape with his hand if it's a courtesy runner. So I think it's a courtesy runner. And now Hooners is squaring up for a bunt. And that will miss outside. Throw up to first. Safe. As Eli Mock came in to play that potential bunt. Mock will back up slowly here. He'll wait for Hooners to step back into the box and see if he squares up again or not. The officials communicating down that first base line there. 1 ball, no strike the count. As we have a short delay in the action here. As Kobe Sen once again getting a new glove, it looks like. Looks like Coach Fichtner got the old glove and gave him a new glove. So I'm not sure what was wrong with the glove, but it's good to know that he has a working glove, I guess. And he will square up. Mock will come up that third base line. The pitch comes in for a strike. It's 1-1. Mock will back up slowly here. Turn around right where the grass meets the sand. I call that a split second before it happened. 1 ball, 1 strike. He will not, doesn't appear that he's going to square up, and it's outside for a ball. Nice job by Gustafson to get out to the outside there and keep that ball in his glove. That will result in Stukel remaining on first. And now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pickoff at first, not in time. Stukel back in time. Nobody out, runner on, 2 balls and a strike here. And a 1-0 lead for the Stars in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike, 2-2. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently the scoreboard in the outfield was wrong, and that was a strikeout. So that puts 1 away here for Renner, excuse me. And showing bunt, pulls it back. Mock comes up, pitch comes out for a ball, 1-0. Struck 0 for 1. Flied out to Ethan Claus and left. That was the play, if my memory serves me correctly, that was the play where Ethan Claus made the diving catch. And that will hit the edge for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Manny Struck. On deck is Zach Riddle with 1 away. If no double plays happen, we'll see Riddle next. That one comes in for a low knee level strike, and it's 1-2. And that one's going to be popped up. Going towards foul territory there. Andy Mock is underneath it, makes the grab, 2 away. I've been to a whole bunch of baseball games in my lifetime, whether I was enjoying it as a fan or enjoying it as a broadcaster. And this is the only field in my lifetime where I've heard the Beach Boys played on multiple occasions. And a diving catch by Easton Rarick. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0. Easton Rarick making a play. And that'll cancel out the error he had earlier in this game, as Jaroszewski and his teammates giving him a hard pat on the back on that one. Riddle lines out to Rarick, and that brings up the Stars in the top of the 6th after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Bring it back. All right. Stuco warming up. I have him for 75 pitches. 51 strikes, 24 balls, an hour and 17 minutes into the game, and Stuco will face batters 3, 4, and 5. It starts with Kobe Sen, and then we'll see Colton Almy and Andy Mock this inning as well. Top of the 6th. Sen 1 for 2, fly out in a single, and this one will be a single into right field, and now he's 2 for 3. And the leadoff man is on with a hit. The 5th hit of the game.
Coming to the plate, center fielder number 16, Colton Almy.
And Colton Almy will step up to the plate to the walk-up song Tootsie Roll. An old school hip-hop song. And that one will miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Colton Almy doubled an RBI double to the left, and then he reached base on an error last time he was at the plate. And they'll try the pickoff on Sen. He's back in time. 1 hour, 18 minutes, time of the ball game. Want to thank our sponsors, including Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Healing Touch Chiropractic, The Ball Yard in Fargo, and ProMark Services in West Fargo. Top of the 6th, and it's 2 balls, no strikes here to Colton Almy. Nobody out, runner on first. Kobe Sen on deck is Andy Mock. And Stuka will nod and deliver. Fouled off. First base line on the bunt attempt there for a strike, 2-1. And this will be pitch 80 according to my numbers. So 2 more pitches, and Stuka will be forced into the 4 days rest category. That pitch comes up high, and it's 3 balls and a strike. And we'll see if Almy tries to square up again here, as they're going to try and get Kobe Sen to second with Andy Mock on deck. 3 balls and a strike. He will not square up. Instead, he'll serve it up right field, and that'll be good for an out. Manny Struck will make the catch. Sen holds up at first. That brings up Andy Mock. Andy Mock 1 for 2. Grounded out to Stukel on a 1-3. And then on his second at bat, he would single out into left field. Stars fans would love to see another single here from Mock, excuse me. And the pitch is outside for a ball. 82 pitches now, so Stukel officially into the 4 days rest category, so he's done for the tournament after this appearance here in this game. Once again, win or lose, doesn't matter which team wins or which team loses, they will have another game in this tournament. The only thing that will be determined is the opponent and time, because in one of the scenarios we'd have a rematch, in another of the scenarios we would not have a rematch. If the Stars win, they'll play De Pere at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and Renner would play Hopkins at 1 o'clock tomorrow. As those two teams, I don't think have met, have they? Let's see here. No, Renner and Hopkins have not played in this tournament yet. So if the Stars win, we will not have a rematch. It'll be bracket as is, per se. If Renner wins, then we might have some flip-flopping in the bracket to avoid a rematch. 2 balls and no strikes, 1 away. Runner on, and the pitch is high for ball 3. Once again, Colby send the runner on first with 1 away. And with 3 balls, no strikes, Tate Gustafson is the batter on the on-deck circle here for the Stars. As Stukel will set, he'll nod to the pitch there from Schlingen, and he'll come in for a strike. And the free strike coupon is cashed. And now we'll see if he can get another strike and make the count full. Andy Mock's going to try and say no to that. And he will ground it towards third. And it's through the legs of the third baseman. Colby Sen moves to second. Is it a hit or an error? Let's see how they charge it. Hold on a second. They will charge it as an error. So that error will be charged to the third baseman. And now with 1 out, you have 2 runners on, and you have to think here if Gustafson might square up. And he will not. He'll take the pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Gustafson 0 for 2. A ground out to short, and he went down swinging last time he was at the plate. And the 1-0 from Stukel. And that one is chopped towards right, and there's nobody at first, or did he? No, he ran it out. And the bases are loaded here for the Stars. There'll be an infield hit as Stukel couldn't quite get to first base in time to cover it, and that forced Garbers to hold off on the throw. So the bases are loaded here for Eli Mock. Batter 7 in the lineup for the Stars. And only 1 out. And a great opportunity here for the Stars to get a run or two if they can get a good pitch and get some contact on it. 1 hour, 24 minutes into the ball game, and the pitch is hit the corner for a strike. That's a great placement pitch there by Stukel. They actually charged that as an error and not a hit. So we'll take the error or the hit off the board and put an error on instead. And this one, chopped to first, the throw back to home, tagged out. He's safe at home. Oh my goodness. Look at the replay on that one if you want, but in my humble opinion, it looked like he got tagged out, but Colby Sen is called safe at home, and now the coach is going to come up and have some words with the umpire here. And I think he has a case to plead. Now, I'd have to look at the replay to be 100% sure, but on my first look at the play, it looked like he was tagged out. And the coach is going to turn around with a look saying that he's not satisfied with that outcome of that conversation. And it's 2-0 Stars. And the bases remain loaded. And that is another error.
Jackson Weisslinger at the dish.
I'm not sure where they got the error from. But it is 2-0 in favor of the Stars. Andy Mock to third. Take Gustafson to second. Eli Mock to first. And 5 errors here for the Renner Royals, according to the official scorekeeper. Jackson Beiswinger, the batter. 1 for 2, a single, and a strikeout swinging. I will say this, every time that I've questioned a play, when I've personally gone to look at the replay, the umpire has gotten the play right, in my humble opinion. So maybe Kobe Sen was safe, but that's not for me to decide. It's for the umpire to decide, and it's 2-0 now in favor of the Stars here in the top of the 6th inning. And the bases are loaded with 1 away. 2 balls and no strikes to Jackson Beiswinger here. Schlimgen has some words of wisdom here with Stuckel. And that one is over the head of the second baseman, Andy Moen. Andy Mock scores. Rounding third is Tate Gustafson. He will score. It's a 2-run single, and runners on first and second with Eli Mock up to 2B. And it's 4-0 in favor of the Stars here in the top of the 6th. So to reset here, Eli Mock on second, Jackson Beiswinger on first, and now Ethan Claus, the batter. And the pitch is high for a ball. Claus 0 for 2, struck out swinging, grounded out to Stuckel on a 1-3, his last time at the plate. 3 runs here in the top of the 6th, and a 4-0 lead for the post 400 Stars. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. That'll leave in the count at 1-1. And that pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Oliver Luck is on deck as they'll flip it over to the top of the order here. As long as no double plays happen, we'll see Oliver Luck next for sure. And that one into right field. It'll drop for a hit. Will Mock round third? He will. Eli Mock coming to the plate. Here comes the throw, and he is out at the plate. 2 away, but they do get Beiswinger to third on the single by Claus. And that brings us back to the top of the order now. Oliver Luck, runners on the corners, first and third. A few seconds shy of the 90-minute mark of the ball game. Oliver Luck 0 for 3. Reach base on an error. He would fly out to right, and he would ground out to the second baseman, Moen. And the pitch, high and out, ball 1. 97 pitches for Stuckel. Probably add 3 to that. He's at about 105. My guess is Oliver Luck could potentially be the last batter that Stuckel's allowed to face. If not, Easton Rarick definitely will be. And Stukel will more than likely come out here if he's able to finish this inning without going over the pitch limit. One ball, no strike. Stukel will set and deliver. Right down the middle for a strike. Excellent pitch there by Stukel. And it's 1-1. Jackson Byswinger on third, Ethan Claus on first. The batter once again, Oliver Luck with Easton Rarick on deck. 2 away, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Hits the corner for a strike, 1-2. Sent it to the outside, was willing to miss, but caught it, and that's good news if you're a Renner Royals fan. At least on that particular pitch. I know the scoreboard doesn't show a lot of good news at the moment for the Royals fans, but still a couple innings to play here. Taking off for second is Claus, and they will not throw. Claus will reach second, steal it unchallenged. And now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. And Oliver Luck is a base hit away from potentially making it 6-0 in favor of the Stars. And he'll foul it back. According to my numbers, that is pitch 100 for Stukel. I don't see any movement from the bench yet for Renner. And that one's hit to right. Charging after, or center, excuse me, is Arbogast, and that will be the 3rd out. They'll strand 2 runners in scoring position, but they plate 3 in the top of the 6th, and now the pressure is on for Renner as they have 6 outs to try and get 4 runs. We'll see if they can do it when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. Van Halen Jump. That means we turn down our mics. That's a worldwide block song. We don't want to block this game for the Stars or the Royals fans. Aspinall 1 for 2, single to right, ground out to third on his 2 trips to the plate. Bottom of the 6th, and it's a 4-0 deficit here for Renner. And the pitch. Showing bunt. Bunts it down the third baseline. It rolls foul for a strike, 0-1. On deck is Andy Moen. We'll also see Dalton Garbers this inning. And Caden Graff, according to my numbers, just tossed pitch 56. He'll be tossing pitch 57 coming up here. And the pitch is hit to left, and it's in left field for a single. It'll be scooped up as it sneaked by Eli Mock. Nothing Mock could do about it. And that is the 2nd hit of the game for Renner. That brings up, let's see here. We got Andy Moen now at the plate. So runner on with nobody out. And this one, to Rarick, to second, to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play. How about that? as soon as there's a subtle sign of life for Renner, both runners taking off base on the 6-4-3 double play, and now it's up to Dalton Garbers to keep this inning going here. 2 pitches, 2 outs. How about that? And the pitch is inside for a ball. It tried to paint that inside edge and couldn't quite do it. 1-0. Garbers 0 for 2. Struck out looking, fly out to Claus and left on his most recent trip to the plate. And the 1-0 delivery. And this one hit towards third, picked up there by Eli Mock. And it's the Mock connection to end the 6th inning of play. Eli to Andy. And the Stars will go to the top of the 7th, see if they can add to their 4-0 lead before Renner will have one last chance. And it's all coming up, the final frame after this here on Magnitude.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, new pitcher on the mound here for the Renner Royals is going to be number 30, Ethan Fredrickson. And as I browse around the diamond, I don't believe there's any other defensive changes here for the Royals. So, if I missed one and I pick it up sooner or later here, I will certainly let you know. Once again, Garbers first, Moen second, Dahl short, Hooners third, Schlemgen catching, and now Fredrickson on the mound pitching here as he'll take his final warm-up pitch. And we move to the top of the 7th, and he faces off against Easton Rarick. And time will be momentarily called by the umpire here to shut the music down. And now Rarick will dig back in here. And the first pitch from Fredrickson is in for a ball. And it's 1-0. Easton Rarick struck out swinging, grounded out directly to first, and a fly out to left field so far here in this contest against Renner. And the pitch. Swing, did he check it? And he did not, so it'll be a strike, 1-1. And that one ripped, and it's fair. It's fair into right field. Easton Rarick's going to try for 2. No, he will not. He will step back to first here. The Stars with 1 in the first, and that held up all the way until the 6th when the Stars would pour in 3 more runs, and now they got a runner on with nobody out. And that one's popped up and fouled away by Kobe Sen, and it's no balls and a strike. as Rarick will get the single along the right field line that just barely stayed fair. Kobe Sen 2 for 3. Fly out to left, single to center, single to right. And that pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Or I'm sorry, 1-1. Sen looking to power one into the outfield here if he can get the pitch he's looking for, and that one will miss for a ball. 2-1. Colton Almy on deck. Fredrickson now 6 pitches, 3 balls, 3 strikes according to my numbers. An hour and 40 minutes, make it an hour and 41 minutes into the ball game. And the pitch is up for a ball 3. Sen potentially a pitch away from walking here. That'd put 2 runners on for Colton Almy if that were to happen. And once again, nobody out at the moment here. We'll see if Fredrickson can battle back from this 3-1 count. And the pitch. Hit the corner for a strike, 3-2. And that one will walk Kobe Sen up to first. And as I mentioned a moment ago, 2 runners on now for Colton Almy, who's 1 for 3. Doubled to left that scored the first run of the game for the Stars back in the top of the first. Since then, he would reach on an error and fly out to Manny Struck in right field. So Easton Rarick up to second. Kobe Sen on first. Once again, Colton Almy the batter. That moves Andy Mock into the on-deck circle here for the Stars. Top of the 7th, nobody out, 2 runners on. The pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. And that pitch is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. An update from the Wisconsin Legion tournament. And after Wahpeton led in the top of the 6th on a rain delay, Antigo, if I'm saying that correctly, will rally and defeats Wahpeton post 20 by the score of 8-5. So once again, that's a double elimination tournament. So Wahpeton will have at least one more game. That one playing out in Wisconsin. I believe it's Waupun. Waupun, Waupun, Wisconsin. So it's almost like Wahpeton. But Wahpeton will fall in their almost hometown. Strike delivered there, and now on a 3-0 count, it's 3-1. Thanks, Greg, for that update. Certainly appreciate that. If you have any other updates for us, feel free to chime in, and when we see it, we'll pass it along. Top of the 7th here. And the pitch. Outside, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And Andy Mock steps up to the plate, and I peek over to the dugout here for Renner. And looks like they are going to send somebody to the dugout here. Yep. They're going to send, let's take a peek here. 48, Zach Evers is going to the bullpen to warm up here for Renner, as Fredrickson tosses a strike. And the 0-1. Just missed it. I'll even it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Want to say hi to Amanda watching. I think she's on her way to Pennsylvania. So safe travels, Amanda, and thanks for tuning in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on a golf swing type swing there by Andy Mock. And 1-2 the count now. Bases loaded with nobody out. Easton Rarick on third, Kobe Sen on second, Colton Almy on first. On deck is Tate Gustafson, and Andy Mock is the 5-hole batter here, as walking up to the plate is Schlemgen to have some words of wisdom here with Fredrickson. And now the umpire will walk up, and that conversation will come to an end. And like best friends walking home from school, the umpire and Schlemgen will reset behind the plate here. And the pitch, Andy Mock serves it up foul. That one's going out of play, and it'll be 1-2. It'll remain 1-2. Strike ball, strike, and a fouled away pitch. Once again, warming up in the bullpen here for Renner is Zach Evers. And swing and a miss. Sandy Mott goes down on strikes. That's the first out of the inning. Brings up Tate Gustafson.
Tate Gustafson, catcher after this.
And that one's up high for a ball to Gustafson. He's 0 for 3. Grounded out to the shortstop, Aspinall. Then he struck out swinging. Then he reached base on an error. One of 5 errors charged to the Royals here in this contest. And post 400 with the bases loaded and 1 away, looking to add more to that 4-0 lead. And the pitch. And that one comes in for a strike. 1-1. Hit the outside edge of that strike zone. Any further outside, it'd be 2 balls, no strikes, but instead it's 1-1. And that one broke, came in, and it was over the roof of the strike zone. And Gustafson was able to check his swing, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. On deck is Eli Mock. Swing and a miss. Gustafson goes to 2-2. One out. Eli Mock on deck. Bases loaded. Rarick third. Sen second. Almy first. And that one hit to right field. Coming in to score is Easton Rarick. Kobe Sen will pump the brakes at third. It's an RBI single. The bases remain loaded. It's 5-0. Post 400. And I do not see any movement from the bench yet, as they're continuing to allow Evers to warm up in the bullpen there. You can see him warming up right over there. So Gustafson with an RBI single scores 1, keeps the bases loaded with 1 out, and Eli Mock the batter now. That's the 9th hit of the game, and the Stars, I'd have to look back to be sure, but I don't think they've had 10 hits in this tournament in the game yet. They are 1 shy of hitting that mark. And the pitch from Fredrickson is out for a ball. And it's 3 balls and no strikes to Eli Mock. And if Fredrickson's not careful, it'll be 6-0 here on this pitch. And that could do it for Fredrickson if that were to happen. As you saw just a moment ago, they have Evers warming up in the bullpen right now. And the 3-0. Got it in there for a strike. I think Mock knew that was a strike. Maybe he didn't, but from my vantage point, it was definitely a strike. 3-1. 15 balls, 13 strikes on 28 pitches here for Fredrickson. And the pitch pops straight up and right onto the, oh, and almost hit the cameraman for Midco Sports. I don't even know if she realized what happened there. I was expecting that to come into the press box here. Fouled away, 3-2 the count now. Can he deliver another strike? Inside, got him looking, wow. And that's 2 away, brings up Jackson Beiswinger. 1 hour, 50 minutes, time of the game, Beiswinger. Check out this little storyline. So the Stars play their first 28 games on the road before they get their first home game at Starling Bank Field. And in the doubleheader against the Bismarck Governors, Beiswinger hit a grand slam to left. And now he's up to the plate with the bases loaded. He's going to pop it up and heading foul territory, and it will enter the stands for a free $1 bill for one of those two individuals right there. As long as they take it to Suite 8. That's what I understand. Beiswinger 2 for 3 in this game. A single to left center, struck out swinging, and then another single to right center. Past the shortstop and past the second baseman. Matter of fact, I believe that drove in a run on that hit over the second baseman. Pitch is inside for a ball. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Beiswinger. Fredrickson. And now time is called here, I believe, by the ump. I didn't see Beiswinger call time, but and a strike to the inside. Can Post 400 get any additional insurance runs here? They've had the bases loaded with nobody out. Now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And they've only scored 1. It was on an RBI single by, I believe, Gustafson, yep, who's standing on first right now. Gustafson first, Almy second, Kobe sent on third, Beiswinger the batter. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the delivery. And that one comes inside. He checked the swing. They appeal to the first base umpire. Umpire says he did not go. So it'll be 3 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's a full count to Jackson Beiswinger. Ethan Claus, the batter on deck, should Beiswinger walk and or reach base via some other means. And Fredrickson with the payoff pitch. Runners go. It's grounded out towards Dahl, the shortstop. He fires over to first, and that's the out. And that will end the top half of the 7th. And the Renner Royals have a big mountain to climb. They need 5 to force extras. We'll see if they can do it when the potential final half frame right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. Caden Graff's going to get a chance to finish this one off. I have him at 60 pitches. 61 puts him in the 3 days rest category. So he's probably over that right now, as usually my pitch counts are off by a couple. He'll face off against batters 5, 6, and 7. Pending changes here for Renner. And if no changes are occurring, then it'll be Reese Arbogast, Tegan Schlimgen, and Zach Evers. The 3 batters here on the bottom of the 7th. And Arbogast will have the first crack at keeping this inning alive here and keeping the Renner Royals alive here in the winner's bracket. Now, if Renner does drop this game, they'll still have another game to play. And the pitch comes in for a strike. Arbogast 0 for 2. A line drive out to Ethan Claus, who made a diving catch on that play. And then another fly out to Claus in left field as well. And this one's going up into left center. And there with the catch is Colton Almy, 1 away. No catch, no catch. I apparently missed it. Lost the ball, and what sun probably still exists. So Arbogast on with a single instead. And now that one's going to be popped up. It's a chance here for Caden Graff, and no, he'll give it up there for Andy Mock. Mock makes the catch. Now there's 1 away. So Schlimgen pops out to Andy Mock, the first baseman.
Number 5, Thomas Free.
And we'll have someone coming in the number 7 spot for Zach Evers. Evers was 0 for 1 with a ground out and a hit by a pitch. The ground out was to the shortstop. And now is going to be, I believe, TJ Free, number 5? Yes. According to my roster, that is TJ Free at the plate. He'll take over in the 7-hole spot here for Renner. Runner on first is Reese Arbogast. And it's 1 ball, no strike. Make that 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Henry Hooners, unless they make another change. Number 14. Nope, it is Hooners on deck for Renner. 1 away. We'll see Hooners if no double plays happen. Hit to right and fouled. Fouled into the stands there. And right up the middle, little patient hop there by Graff, and he'll fire it over to first. They will let Arbogast go to second. They will trade the advancement for the second out. It'll be a 1-3 ground out for TJ Free.
Number 14, Harrison Hooners after this.
Arbogast goes to second, 1 hour, 59 minutes. Time of the ball game so far. Henry Hooners at the plate here for Renner. As Graff will check the runner and deliver, and this one will be a little short chopper. Sen picks it up, and the Stars win it. Your final score, the Post 400 Stars defeat the South Dakota State champions by the score of 5-0. 9 hits, they commit 1 error, they leave 9 on base. Renner, no runs on 3 hits, 5 errors, and they leave 4 on base. Time of the game, 2 hours on the dot. And the Stars win it 5-0. The Stars will play De Pere tomorrow. De Pere is the Wisconsin State champions, and that game will occur at 4 p.m. Renner will play Hopkins in an elimination game at 1 p.m. tomorrow. We'll have the Stars game for you here on Magnitude at 4 o'clock. And Midco Sports will have the Hopkins Renners game on Midco Sports tomorrow. I believe it's channel 624, 625, right in that 620 area. I guarantee you it's in the 620 area. Thanks so much for watching. And once again, the final score, the Post 400 Stars, 5-0 victories over the South Dakota champs, the Renner Royals. That'll wrap up this broadcast. We'll talk to you tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.